Hello, welcome to Sweet Baby O Designs. I thought I would take a moment to share how my son Owen, who has autism, helps me paint the backgrounds. He has been doing more of the motions himself, and then we go back through and use a hand-over-hand method and we smooth out a lot of the edges. Then I go through and I paint the rest. He has come so incredibly far over the last few years, and I am so thankful to be sharing our journey with you. So I truly appreciate your support. Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browner, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. I always put too much paint on my paintbrush, and sometimes that gets me in trouble, but we'll just go with the flow. I decided that I was gonna do all shades of green. I do have a cream on my palette over here, so we'll see how that goes, but I just thought I would do something a little different tonight with just like all greens. I was trying to remember if I've ever done one that was like all greens. That just kind of sounds funny, all greens. But I have it in my mind that I was just gonna put this all out here. So we shall see what we think. Sometimes the plan works, sometimes the plan doesn't work, and we just go with the flow. So we'll see. We will see. Okay, I didn't really want that like that, so we're gonna change it, and then I'm gonna have to redo that little doodad there because I wanted that. It's better. Sometimes I get a little slap happy. I get like thinking something's gonna go one way, and then I get a little bit too much in one spot, but that's okay. It's just paint. That's what I always say. It's just paint. We gotta just let it be where it goes. And then I'll do some stuff on top of stuff. And that'll all work out. Because, you know, and we just keep painting until we get where we're going. So that's my plan. And sometimes, like what I did over here, I kind of went through and had to change my mind a little bit, but it worked out. You see, it makes it, you know. So it feels like day a million of being in the house, even though we got out yesterday. I woke up thinking today was Sunday. I woke up just like the days just are all blending together. We're in West Virginia, and it's January if you're watching this in months from now. And we've had this winter storms and storms, I should say, that have been hitting us. The kids have been out of school all this week. We were out for winter break, for Christmas and New Year's, and then they were supposed to go back, and these winter storms have just totally taken over. So tomorrow we're supposed to possibly get up to as high as the low 40s, but they're saying at least the high 30s. So I am truly, truly, truly praying that they are right and it is going to be in the 40s. That's, would that not just be amazing? Excuse me, that went down wrong. I don't know where that came from. Oh, because then possibly it would, if the 40s come, some of we technically could have gotten out more, I suppose. It's just sometimes with the weather and getting the car out of off the out of the ice, just all of that, it's a lot. And so but some of the areas, it's so much colder in the mountains, or where other people are, and the roads and just everything. So even if we do have that warmer trend, they still may call school if they don't think that the buses and everything can get up into the mountainous areas. So I'm praying that is not what's going to happen on Monday, and that they can actually go to school. My heart just breaks for all these kids. Owen, he's done better this time than he's ever done in any of the times before. This has been his best, just understanding, and it's still been hard on him. He's still like, it's definitely, he's over it. He's completely over it. And if they can't go next week, they do basically like a virtual learning. Well, that is not something that Owen can really handle. That does not compute. It's too much for him to kind of deal with at home, and it's just really hard on him. So that's what they're supposed to be doing next week. And his teacher, I know she understands, but it's just hard. It's just hard to have him. My heart just breaks, because it's so much for all these kids. And I know there's lots of kids that are so happy they don't have to be back in school right now. I get it. But it's still, it's a lot for, like, my son. He just does not understand why he can't have his routine. It's just heartbreaking. So I pray and pray and pray that they get to go back on Monday. Even if it's for part of the day, even if it's later in the day, I feel like he needs to be back with his people for that time, So I'm just praying. Ooh, see what happens. I get a little slap happy. I'm telling you, I put too much paint on my paintbrush. I'm not going to do too many down here. Sometimes I get a little carried away with the leaves and things. I was about to get carried away. So I think we're about done. I don't want to put too much craziness, but sometimes it's good to have. I probably didn't need that one. I probably should have left it, but there you go. So we do O for Owen, since he helped me with the backgrounds, and then L and B. There we go. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.